Hello there, kmaxi here, and today I'm showcasing a new must-have mod for when you play Wynncraft. As you can see right behind me, my render distance is insane, and I'm at a steady 80 FPS while using a light shader and no other mods besides Optifine. In this video, I will be explaining a bit about this mod, telling you how to get it yourself, and showing you guys Wynncraft using this, and I promise you, you don't want to miss the ocean and Gavel with this. This mod is called the Distance Horizon mod. And what it does is that it adds LOD or level of detail rendering to Minecraft. LOD rendering is used in most big games. What it does is that it reduces the quality of things that are far away from the player to still be able to render those objects without affecting performance too much. So if I zoom in on this house over there, you can see that it has lost a lot of detail because it is quite far away from me. The same goes with Ragni, the big castle over there. If you look at the mountain, which is the furthest away of all the things right now, you can see that it has the least detail out of everything. But you don't really notice that lack of detail when you're just playing normally. This mod is still in its alpha stage, meaning that it does contain a few bugs, such as some glittering that appears sometimes, that you can for example see in the distance over there, as well as many shaders not working. But even though it's still in its alpha, it still works great on Win, and it is so amazing to be able to see the whole world at once. This has been a dream I have had for a long time, to just be able to see all of Wynncraft without it causing too much lag, which now is possible because of this amazing mod. On a single player world, this mod can load all the chunks by itself, meaning that it just works. This is sadly not possible on a multiplayer server. So for this mod to be able to work on Wynncraft and render the chunks on servers, you have to explore all the chunks on the server, which it then saves to the mod and enables the level of detail rendering for it. I spent the past 2 days just doing this, flying around to every single place in Wynncraft and loading almost every single chunk. There are probably a few chunks missing at some places, but overall I've managed to load most of the normal world into it. Do note that I've not loaded any special quest areas. What made the loading chunk process that I went through in exploring all the chunk even worse is that in my first attempt I was using a version of the mod that didn't support texture packs, which I didn't really notice for far too long. This led to me having to redo the entire ocean and more, which took the time of an entire movie to explore fully. So all that time just wasted. Also, talking about the ocean, I've always wanted to see the entire Windcraft Ocean in game, to really see how big it actually is, which now is possible. So without further ado, here it is, the entire ocean. You can see Gavel all the way in the distance and every single island. Like, this doesn't even look like Windcraft because it's so insane. Like, you guys don't know for how long I've been searching to just see this right here. It basically looks like an actual real game. Talking about a real game, if this video gets 300 likes, I'll make Windcraft into a real game. So hit that like button right now. But yeah, the ocean actually looks really small now, because you can see everything. But it still looks amazing. From here, you can also not just see most of the ocean, but actually most of the Wind province as well. This brings me to another cool thing that I didn't imagine I'd find cool. That is the roads that you are seeing everywhere, that look amazing if you're using some shader with this mod at night. If you're interested in what shader I'm using, then it's the Silder's Enhanced Default, a quite light shader. Here you can also see the beautiful Lavagor plains, which just look amazing. You can see all the way to Olox and even to the Canyon of the Lost over in that direction. You can even sometimes see players really far away, like this person in the middle of Sinfrost down there. On Wynncraft, you never need to use a higher setting than 340 chunks of render distance with this mod. This is because from the far side of Wyn to the far side of Gavel, it is 5000 blocks, which is about 340 chunks. Though I would probably recommend using some lower settings if you do feel like it's affecting your FPS too much. Also, with a render distance of 340, you are loading 340 chunks in each direction. So that means you're loading 340 times 2 in the power of 2, which equals to 462,400 chunks. And keeping in mind that the 1.12 chunk contains 65,536 blocks, it could literally be showing me the compressed data of above 30 billion blocks with the settings I have right now, which doesn't even lag my game too much, and it's just insane for that amount. So that is the thing that makes this mod superior to anything else. For example, the Windtilt's caching chunk feature has a big performance effect. If you play with over 64 chunks of render distance using Wintilt's chunk caching, you are going to be extremely laggy, unless you're somewhere on a NASA PC. But then you would still not be able to play with the render distance you can with this mod on a normal PC. This mod is only available for Minecraft versions 1.16, 1.17 and 1.18, both for Fabric and Forge. Currently I'm using Fabric with 1.18, though I will probably be changing to an older version at some point. This is because the version of Windtilts, known as Project Artemis, is being worked on. That will be for Minecraft 1.17.1. So once that is done, you should be able to use Windtilts together with this mod. I will also make sure that in the future, Voices of Win, a mod that I'm the owner of, which adds voices to all quest NPCs in Wynncraft, will be available for this version. Since I just don't want to stop playing with this anymore. It's just so amazing. If you want to get this yourself right now, at this point in time, only the unstable build for 1.18 called the nightly build of the mod supports texture packs. So if this video just got released and you want to use this mod, you'll have to get the 1.18.x fabric/forge nightly build, which can be found in the Discord server. In the future, 1.17 and 1.16 should also have support for custom resource packs, as well as it being implemented to the main version and the main releases, not just the beta one in the future. For you to not need to run around the whole world of Wynncraft yourself, simply go to your .minecraft, which you in default can find in %appdata%. It's the same place where you drag the mod when installing it. If you have run Minecraft once with the Distant Horizon mod, a folder called the Distant Horizon server data should be there. Simply download the file in the description, extract it here, and make sure that the server IP is the same as the one you're joining Wynncraft with. Once you have done that, you can enjoy your full render distance in Wynncraft. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful or interesting, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for future videos like this. But bye guys, see you guys next time!